You have waived your right to appeal. I've also handed you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Because of the judgment entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to order that do you already have the auto ignition interlock device on your vehicle? So you're going to continue with the auto ignition interlock device on your vehicle. I am going to order, at least until you successfully complete JCDI, that you also wear a SCRAM device. And that is a device that's on your body. It's like a bracelet thing on your ankle, I think, and it touches your skin and it will test positive or show if there is any alcohol in your system. Because it's not just that you don't drink when you drive on this probation, you're done with alcohol, period. And that will show me if you're drinking at all. If you successfully complete JCDI, I know that's a financial burden. If everything goes well, you'll be able to request probation, take that off. And at that point, if everything's going fine, you can take that off and then just keep the auto ignition interlock device. But until they tell you you can take off the SCRAM, you keep it on and obviously test negative. And do everything you're supposed to. And so if you do all of that, this is a great opportunity because for all practical purposes, your case here in court is over. You'll serve that 10-year sentence while you're out on probation. The other side to that, however, is if you violate any condition of probation, you're back in court and you're facing the 10-year sentence that you've already agreed to. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And so what are you're working now?
Yes, ma'am.
Same job for the last 3 years or so. So what are your hours? Are y'all requesting weekends or do you have some time off where you want to go do your 10 days?
Weekends because you're.
So any issue with me ordering weekends? So Mr. Gilbert, I will allow you to serve those the 10 days on weekends. You will start those weekends this weekend. You will turn yourself in Friday by 6:00 p.m. It's important that you're on time. If you're late, that could be a violation of your probation. Obviously, if you show up under the influence of anything, it's a violation of your probation. And then you'll serve weekends. They'll let you out on Sunday evenings and you'll serve however many it is until you satisfy that 10 days. I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you have waived your right to appeal. I've also handed you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Because of the judgment entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. If you have questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can speak with your attorneys. So you just need to have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation's going to call you up to her desk when she's ready to go over your paperwork. All right. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Shavaria. Ms. Holmes, you got Jamaica August. I've got that. All right, sir. Again, you're Brandell Griffin.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's my understanding that you guys have come up with an agreement instead of going to trial. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
And Mr. Rojas, will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
He will, Your Honor.
Looks like we're going on a lesser, correct?
Yes, Your Honor. Attempted, which makes it Class A misdemeanor.
All right, let me get that pulled up. Okay. So Mr. Griffin, in cause number 24 DCCR 1666, the state has elected to proceed on the lesser offense of a Class A misdemeanor, attempted publishing or threatened to publish intimate visual material from June 24th of 2024. How do you plead it?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And because you did what they charged you with?
Yes, ma'am.
I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Rojas?
Yes.
Do you fully understand them?
No.
And you understand if I follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney, you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal. And it looks like the agreement is for 30 days in the Jefferson County Jail that y'all have checked and you have credit for 14 already.
Correct, Judge.
And the agreement is for me to reset sentencing to a different date so that you have time to kind of get your affairs in order so that you can go serve that time out. Is that your understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
State tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Griffin is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily, find that you're mentally competent and understand the nature and the consequences of your plea, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your case for sentencing to the 22nd. The 22nd, it's a Wednesday, so it's kind of a different day because of that week is kind of an off week. So we'll have docket at 9 o'clock that morning. It's very important that you're here, obviously on time, and also that you are not arrested for anything between now and when we come back, and we'll go forward with your sentencing at that time. And we do not need a pre-sentence report. All right, we'll see you back at sentencing. Thank you. Thank y'all for working that out.
Yes.
All right, sir, you're Terrell Coker. And will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
It does, Your Honor.
Mr. Coker, in cause number 25, DCCR 1221, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of solicitation of prostitution from March 28th of 2024. And how do you plead to that charge? Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And are you pleading guilty because you did what they charged you with? I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Samuel? Do you fully understand them? And do you understand if I follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? And it looks like the agreement that you've reached is for a 3-year deferred probation. There would be a $300 fine and you would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Is that your understanding? Do you also
Right here. This is where things get serious. The judge isn't just limiting driving. She's locking down the defendant's entire lifestyle. An ignition interlock? And what's coming next? That's the court saying, we don't trust you. Yet. Question is, do you think this is fair or too strict?
understand if you're not a U.S. citizen that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law? State tenders number 1.
Church.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Coker is not competent?
Church, no.
And Ms. French, is there any history that you know of, any reason not to waive pre-sentence report since it's a state jail? Are you in agreement with waiving the
Yes.
pre-sentence report? Then at this time, Mr. Coker, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of that plea. I'm going to waive the pre-sentence report, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time, follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 3 years. You're ordered to pay the $300 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. If you do that, this is an excellent opportunity because you do not have a felony conviction on your record. And at the end of the probation, if you successfully complete it, the case will actually be dismissed. You'll never have a felony conviction. The other side of that is if you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back into court, found guilty of the offense, and sent to the state jail prison for anywhere between 6 months and up to 2 years. Do you understand? I've handed you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. You need to have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation's going to call you up to her desk. She's sitting right over there. Watch for her to call you up. She'll go over your paperwork as soon as it's ready. All right, good luck to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Ms. French.
So are you Rakeem Allen? So Mr. Allen was here not that long ago, and we figured out when we were in court that day that there had been 15, I think it was, positive drug results, patch results that we had not received. We received them that day. I raised his bond on that day, went into custody, has made that bond, has a drug patch on, and the first drug patch received tested positive.
That was the one I had. That was the one that I had. That was
So you still had the one in court when they didn't take, you didn't take it off in jail. How long were you in jail?
I was like overnight. I got out when I got out the next morning. They told me to go change it.
Did you?
Yes, ma'am.
So when are you supposed to switch this one?
I just did a switch Monday.
Oh, you already did the switch Monday. So we should have a result within what, a few days, Anna? Do you know how long that takes? Okay, well, that at least somewhat explains that if that's correct. So I want to make sure you understand, obviously, I'm going to get that result within a few days. If it's positive,
Well,
your bond's gonna be high enough to where you're not gonna just make it out overnight. Do you understand? If you test positive again for anything, you will be back in custody. We'll have a hearing. And at that point, based on the length of time, there are sometimes I can make findings that bonds are not even appropriate. So you better not test positive. You better not be around anybody that's doing it. You better not come in and say, I didn't do it. I touched something or somebody touched me. No excuses. This next one better be negative, okay? All right, y'all are free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, Judge.
Yes,
I didn't want to interrupt you. In light of his criminal history, would the court consider, now that he's back out on bond, the GPS monitor in this case?
what's the underlying offense of aiding? I mean, he showed up every time. I don't, and there's not necessarily a complaining
I
witness.
just wanted to ask. It's
Okay, yeah, I would say if there's any other
If something
issues
comes
that
up, I'll
comes up, let me know if and file something. Otherwise, my main thing, he's been here every time. We just didn't realize he was testing positive for that long.
I did.
All right, you're free to go,
Thank you.
Mr. Crane. So you are going to have a baby today, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, here's what I'm going to do. Your attorney's talked with me. The assistant district attorney is not arguing against me doing this, what he's requested, but I want to make sure you understand what all of this means. I'm going to let you turn yourself in this Friday at 12 o'clock noon. All right, so that gives you a couple of days to get everything taken care of, see the baby born, and then you have to turn yourself into the Jefferson County Jail by noon on Friday. That's part of your probation now. And so what that means is if you don't turn yourself in on time, it's a violation of your probation. And so you're going to be right where you don't want to be, right? So I know you don't want to go for those 3 months, but it is intended to help you make better decisions. 3 months is better now to miss out of your child's life than potentially 5 to 99 if you violate your probation. So go listen, get the tools you need, turn yourself in, make some positive changes so that you don't ever have to look at me in this position again and we're not here having some really bad conversations, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm going to let you go today. I'm going to let you turn yourself in on Friday. And then hopefully everything goes just like we already talked about and you change your life and we're in a good place. Okay. All right.
Thank
You can go back and they'll let you go from back there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, sir. You William Bonilla? And Mr. Bonilla is charged in cause number 25 DCC 0719 with evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle. And what is the announcement?
Judge, this also is a motion to revoke based on,
Oh,
based on that. Yeah, he's got evading.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's two cases. So
Yeah.
we've got a new case of evading in that case. And then we've got 25 VCCR 0174, a driving while intoxicated that he's on probation for.
That's correct, Your Honor. And I spoke with Mr. Coleman about this last week and I got the video finally on Friday. If I can get one more reset, I'll have a chance to look at that and give Mr. Boney in to look at it and be able to make an announcement next time.
It's based on a published judge.
All right, Mr. Bonilla, I'm going to reset your case, a normal reset. Make sure you go in, visit with Mr. Rojas so y'all can go over everything, review everything he has, and we'll get an announcement at the next court date. Okay, you're free to go. Good morning. You are Brendel Griffin. And Mr. Griffin, in cause number 24 DCCR 1666, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of publishing or threatening to publish intimate visual material from June 24th of 2024. And what that means, sir, is that if you go to trial and you're found guilty, the range of punishment would be between 6 months and up to 2 years in a state jail prison. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And I have a plea bargain rejection that you've signed with Mr. Rojas that shows that the district attorney's office has made an offer if you wanted to enter a plea of guilty. And that would be for a 2-year term in the state jail prison, but that would be probated. You'd be on probation for 5 years. You would be ordered to pay a $1,000 fine and follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. You have every right to reject that offer. I just want to make sure you understand what the possible consequences are and what your options are. And do you want to reject that offer? All right, we'll get that case set on the trial docket. And Mr. Griffin, Mr. Rojas has been appointed to represent you at this point. He's one of the attorneys who handles a lot of cases for me as a court-appointed attorney. With your permission, I can release him and appoint someone else. Is that okay with you? So, Mr. Rojas, you are released. Mr. Griffin, we will appoint someone today. If you'll have a seat on this side of the courtroom, watch for the clerk. She'll call you up in just a minute and let you know who your new attorney is. Yes, sir. And Mr. Sparks is charged in cause number 25 VCCR 0754 with a third-degree felony offensive assault, family violence by impeding breath or circulation. And what is the announcement?
There's, I believe we're asking for a recess so that Ms. Malfino can send a letter to the complaining witness and get her input on a possible offer of the
Sure.
position.
That's true, Judge. I have not heard from her since the original correspondence back in June of 25. If the
Okay.
court would allow me just a short
Sure.
period to send another one. We do have an alternative resolution.
All right, we'll just do a normal reset. Mr. Sparks may make sure you stay in touch with Mr. Rojas and your bondsman. They'll let you know when you need to be back. All right, you're free to go. And then you have a sentencing with Thomas Valentino, Mr. Rojas.